This episode is all about the underlying fears that stop you from reaching out for that opportunity, for taking that speaking gig, for shooting that video, for doing something that is going to put you in a place where opportunities can come to you. I'm coaching Kirsten today on a lifelong pattern of diffusing energy into things that are behind the scenes, doing this and that and the admin, but all the while, her work is about getting the word out there around her mission, and she's not doing it. And I feel like there's going to be a massive release of energy today, because what we're going to get into is the work on energetic intelligence that I've been teaching for the last 20 years. And when that release starts happening, magic occurs.
We're going in. Let's open the door for you.
My name is Kirsten Leekman, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Regen Earth Studio, among a couple of other businesses, but that's the primary one. One of the things that I've observed over the course of my entrepreneurial journey is that I keep running into my own abundance limits, and tied to that, a real hesitation to put myself out there. And I'm really looking to get the hopefully final release around this so that I can do what I believe is my best role, which is being out there, letting people know what we're doing, and really helping make this world a better place.
Kirsten, what do you want? How can I help?
I want miracles today.
Just many miracles?
No, very specifically. So there's two particular things that I feel like I've done a lot of unwinding and want that last bit of unwinding that I'm looking for. And it's two things: abundance limit and a deep-seated, like really deep in my core resistance to putting myself out there.
That you have that resistance and letting that go.
Yes, yes, because I believe that's what I'm supposed to do and I want to be doing. And it's like this push-pull constantly.
Of course. I can relate. I can relate. I think probably a lot of people watching can relate. What do you mean by abundance limit? What's your definition of that?
Yeah, so from every perspective, one would say Kirsten is one of those people who could have made hundreds of thousands of dollars in her life. And yet throughout, there has been always a limit that I've bumped up against, just a certain amount that I've earned, and then I would do something, or my life would organize itself in a way that it would stop. Yeah. Right? And the choices I've made, and this comes, I'm in the world changer industry, right? And there's a lot of lack there as well, and victim and martyrdom and things like that.
And sometimes just the collective consciousness of it, that we're trying to make a difference, and it's hard.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like there's this repetitive pattern of I only go up to this and I can't break through that. Yes. Okay, got it. And then, so that's one. And then the other one was this resistance to putting yourself out there.
Yeah, video, speaking. And it's when I do it, I'm fine. Yes. It's that hump before getting over that. Yes. And I will do everything else before that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this sounds pretty common.
I would assume so.
Like I don't want to, I do want to put myself on video. I do want to speak. I do, because we know what that leads to. Yes. Impact.
Absolutely.
More people working for you. But most people don't, because of that fear right before. Yeah. So I'd like to explore first what that fear is for you, and then start to see what practices could unwind that. Nothing's going to unwind it better than doing it 100 times.
Right.
And we've got to be careful in the spiritual context of contemplating navels.
Right.
Too much of like, I'll wait until it's all unwound, and then I'll do it, which I know that's not what you're already in the doing of your business and the companies that you're supporting and working with, it's just not like free flowing. It's always like
Yes.
is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
So I want you to put yourself in the seat of your office. You're working there,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that it would be way better use of your time to be shooting a video or doing something to get on a panel or a speaking gig or something. And maybe you've even put that time on your calendar. Has it got to the point that you've put it? Oh, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So it's on your calendar. Tell me then what happens when you see it on your calendar and you know, but you don't. What's going on internally?
Yeah. There's two things I'm observing just by listening to you ask that question. Number one is the list of all the to-dos that appear more urgent and important, right? The creating the bylaws and the service agreements and, writing emails for the next offer or the workshop that we're doing, things like that. And I can feel really low in my belly, that constriction.
That says, and if that had a voice, what does that say?
I would say it's too dangerous. And that's the first thing that comes up. It's dangerous.
Good. So I want you to feel that. It's dangerous. It's a pretty intense word to use. And what is that part saying this is dangerous? What will happen if I go for that gig or go for that platform?
So this is the first level answer, is I'm not the best at it, and therefore I can't do it. There is an inbuilt neurological patterning that says I need to be the best. I need to be the most perfect. Otherwise,
or at least really, really, really good.
Really, really good, right?
That's right. That's right. Good. So just feel that. Is that connected to family upbringing? Is that connected? It is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did that pattern keep going after family? Parents at you, or did that tend to show up in other relationships, or does it feel more just very, very core early childhood, teenagehood?
It was a very deep-seated pattern that was laid early on that was so strong that it just continued. I can give you an example. So I grew up in Germany, right? During the time when Boris Becker was the tennis star of tennis stars.
I love Boris Becker.
Him and Steffi Graf.
Yes.
Right? My dad wanted me to be Steffi Graf, right?
You look like Steffi Graf.
I do.
Yes. She's gorgeous.
And this was, I forget which Wimbledon it was. It was Boris Becker and I think Stefan Edberg, right? The Swede. 5 sets in the tiebreaker, right? I mean, they had fought like you wouldn't believe, right? And then Boris Becker loses the tiebreaker and loses the match. In my dad's eyes, he was shit. He was nothing. He was, in German, we use the word Flasche, which means bottle, but it's like one of the worst things you can say to somebody when they lost. And that moment sticks in my patterning. So it's just like you either win or you're down in the, in the trash bin. That energetics, right?
You're right on it.
Yeah.
You're right on it. That's right. So to be able to be with or not have the fear stop us, we've got to go fully toward that fear. And it's so wise of you to pick that one, because when I look at from a psychological standpoint and fear, it usually is one of two fears that keep a safe problem in place. Like, I've got the bylaws to do, I've got the this to do, I've got the that to do. So we're creating some safety mechanism to not do the thing. One is I will feel disconnected or not loved in some way. And the other is I will realize I am not that good. You're pointing toward, well, you said almost word for word, this second one, which is interesting. It was mine too around speaking, funny enough. And I didn't quite get it for a while of, yeah, I don't want to be judged. I don't, but it wasn't like someone was going to be disconnected to me, but I would have to speak, and I would have to go through the motions of trying to get good. And I was okay. I wasn't the best. And I'm going to have to do that for the next 10 years before I'm the best. And best wasn't even a word for me, but you've got that on top because your dad put that on top.
Just had an interesting realization that I think you're right, but I've always thought it was the first, right? That, not being loved is the thing, but it's the realization that I'm not the best, and tying to that this pattern of, if I have to get really, really good, let's leave even the best out. It's going to take so much work and so much time and so much energy and effort, and it's like exhaustion. Yeah.
Because it does take a long time for Boris Becker to get to Wimbledon.
He started at 2 years old or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, for most people, when they're really, really great at something, it's a 10-year process or 5-year process or what have you. But it's that I don't want to touch. I'm going to experience my own mediocreness. I'm going to have to experience that. If I have the courage to experience that I'm going to be okay, which to me felt like death.
Yeah.
It was like, no. But I had to go through it. And I don't think you or anyone watching, because I know a lot of people can relate, have a free pass here. I didn't have a free pass. I had to experience myself as not that great. And not have it go to, then it's going to take too long or whatever, just to be very present in the, would it be okay if I wasn't that great? Because currently your worth is tied up with your performance.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Very much so.
That was a strong oh, yes. Yeah. Tell me more about that. How is it your worth of who I am in the world, even though, at a meta level, it's not, but the ego, the pattern, how does that play? Your worth is connected to your performance.
Yeah. I had this really fascinating experience one time journaling around relationship to money, right? And the two questions were money is, and your beliefs about money, and right? And money makes me feel was the second one. And in that one, what I wrote was, money makes me feel unsafe, right? And I was like, for most people, money provides safety and protection. And for me, that's what came out. And it was the strongest one of the ones that I wrote. And this ties to, I think, to the abundance limit thing, because the way I analyzed it, and I'm, still unfolding that, but it's like, if somebody pays me, let's say $10,000 for something, now I have to prove I'm the best, and that's not safe. And it was like, whoa, this is getting complicated. Right? Human beings are just amazing creatures, how we create these knots in ourselves.
For sure.
Oh my goodness.
For sure. But yeah, that is a common thing with with people who do high ticket
Yes.
things, high ticket offers, or they're going for a big leap in their pay. If they're in corporate, they might be like going to a managerial role or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm going to be I'm going to be asked to do so much for that. And I've got to show up as the best or extraordinary. How else are you, when I say your worth is tied to your performance, then I can feel worthy if I perform really well. But if I'm not performing really well, I don't want to do it. Is there any other memory or idea that comes to you when you think of that? Your worth is tied to your performance.
I think the big one still is the perception that means I have too much to do.
Yeah.
That comes with that. It's
like going into a new thing. Yeah. Yeah, because the hold is I've got to get good. I can't just have a good time, go talk here, go talk there.
Yeah.
I've got to make this pay off to be the best.
Right.
What if we started with unhooking anything about the best and just got to talk to people?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you already feel the lightness of that. Maybe not the dominant energy yet, but just feel the lightness, like, oh, I don't actually have to talk to perform.
Mm-hmm.
I just get to talk to serve.
Yeah.
Just get to go down the street and talk. Versus I've got to.
Yeah.
Which is where the anxiety is, and the over. I usually see it for people. It's either performer consciousness or self-consciousness. When that anxiety comes, I've either got to try to be more than I am, or I'm self-conscious and so I shrink. Which one do you feel you go to when you imagine going to speak? Let's say you had a couple of gigs. Are you more likely to be like, I've got to show them that I'm good at this, or am I more likely to collapse in self-consciousness?
I think it's the performer.
The performer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone listening should know which one it is. Mine was self-consciousness. I've, done a lot of practice getting myself through the same fear, but knowing that was helpful to unwind. So we've got to go, okay, performer consciousness kicks in, which also makes it very draining.
Mm-hmm.
I presume, I've got to.
Yeah.
I got to.
Tell me a little bit about the self-conscious. What happens, so that I can.
Yeah.
Because I'm going back and forth.
And it's just kind of the way I think of it. Other people might think of it differently, but self-conscious is a little more, how are they seeing me? And kind of retreat more and shrink more, where performer consciousness is like, I've got to bring it here, and I've got to show them that there's value and there's worth here.
The weird thing, I'm thinking of a talk that I gave at Regen World, it was a keynote that I gave, and I did neither there.
Yeah.
It's always the time before where the anxiety or it's not, it's that constriction comes in.
Got it.
Once I'm in front of people, I feel like I'm in my body. I've prepared well, things flow. I've trained enough in speaking that I can get into that, and I don't go into either.
So it's just right before
it's the before time that is where really, I have not been able to break through that piece.
Yes. And then think about too, in times where you're just talking to people about what you do, and internally, it's like, I need more resources, I need more people, I need more clients, they don't necessarily know that, but you're in that, and then you're sharing about what you do. Do you notice more of the oh yeah, and this is where it's going, and this is where it's versus self-consciousness of like, oh yeah, it's, you know, we're
Yeah, definitely more performer.
Performer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like in our conversations, it goes more performer than shrinking or that, just in general. So then we can use that and go, how is that showing up in the body?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, what is that performer? I've got to tie my worth to my performance. And that's going to keep the anxiety going, because anytime we're in self-consciousness or performer consciousness, there's going to be and to drop that performer consciousness completely in the process of leading up to the speech or even asking for the speech. Because what I presume it's even like reaching out, is it?
Yeah.
Like setting some times to reach out and go, hey, I could come and speak.
Yeah.
Before we work with Kirsten's habit of performing more than being fully present, I want to ask you, which one do you tend towards? Self-consciousness or performer consciousness? I want you to pay more attention this week to what it feels like when you're in both of these. Self-consciousness feels like shrinking. What are they thinking of me? I don't want to put myself out there. Shy. Performer consciousness feels like I'm trying a little too hard and I should be on and performing well and giving my all, and it's just a little tiny bit overdone. Use your body and your energy field to tell you which one are you in more.
And so part of the dynamic is I haven't fully written my speech yet, my keynote, my, I've done
speech,
my signature speech, right? I've done several versions, but I haven't landed on the one, like how you do the same one over and over and over again.
But kind of repackaged and so feel into what stops you from completing that, because you've already spoken a few times, so you could have completed there. What stops you from going, here's my speech that I'll continue working on, and I'm going to spend time on that?
It's interesting. My body went numb. Like I can't feel anything right now. Like,
Yeah, so feeling goes offline.
Yeah. 9 thing, isn't it?
It is. I was actually just about to say that, because we've had many conversations, and on this show before, if I know the Enneagram type, when we talk about the 9 is the I am not here. I can feel the room. I can feel the audience. So when the audience is there, 9s can usually show up very well. But when I'm not, like, where am I?
Yeah.
What do I want beyond I have to perform? I have to show my worth through what I do than who I am. Yeah. Is there anybody that's ever seen you for who you are and not what you did for them or do?
I would say my sweetheart, Chris, right now. I mean, he just loves me for who I am.
He doesn't care if you're speaking or not speaking or...
No.
So I want you to feel into his love, receiving that and that quality of that. And the relaxation of that. Because that's real key. I've known you for a long time, and I'm just becoming aware right now in this moment that because you've done so many things and always doing so many things, that's what's here, that's what's in front. What Kirsten does, and Kirsten is saying, and this is what's happening, RJ, and this is what's going on, and then this is about to happen, and this is, and I love that kind of talk anyhow. And now that's going. that's going. There's none of that matters. It's very moving to me to just see you. Do you notice my reaction to you being differently? How would you describe this? This is happening in real time. How am I reacting, responding to you in this moment?
Less guarded, more open, energetically leaning in.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. I also feel like you're putting me in my body more than the keeping me up here with the, like, this is happening, we've got, and I can do that. Like, I'm definitely, and your eyes are changing. Your eyes are changing. There's like, they're going back into your head more, like in a good, like there's a softening of them, and I'm feeling my eyes soften because of it.
Yeah.
Oh, feels so nice.
It does.
Feels so nice. So, Kirsten, who else responds to you like this? Or who has? Is there anyone else? Or has this been a not common experience?
Can I say my dog Bella?
Yeah. Yeah. So she sees it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It feels like they're, again, patterning a lot of judgment, especially from my parents. Like, always a filter. Are you doing it the way we think you should do it, right? And so I learned to put a, what I call need to know filter up, right? And rarely shared the depth of what I'm doing, right? And I think that might have flowed into the rest of my life.
Yeah. It would make sense for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is I'd like for you to imagine I'm your audience. You can talk about whatever topic you like that you might speak at, not like a big conference, but you're speaking about what you do. And I want to toggle back and forward between the Kirsten that is, my worth is tied to my performance. And then we're going to come off that and imagine Bella as the audience. Chris, RJ, and Bella are the only ones in the audience. And you're just going to, then we can notice the somatic response, and I've talked about this before in sessions in this show, the psychology, the somatics, and the level of receptivity. We can kind of, once those three things change, then you're done. Like, it is, the freedom is there. So let's go into, I've got to show what I'm doing, and my worth is tied to there. And tell us about Regenerative Studios and what's coming up for Regenerative Studios.
Yeah. So what we're creating at Regen Earth Studio is we're calling it an entrepreneurial and leadership ecosystem. So we're identifying the people that need to be at the table to make regenerative living the norm. Basically, a more beautiful world.
Great. Pause. What do you become aware of?
I'm definitely more up here.
Yeah, and it's funny because you're still in your body.
Yeah.
You're a body center type. You've done a lot of body work. So it's interesting to me, watch me. It's not like you're not there, but I am definitely getting entrained to, I've got to follow, I've got to follow along with that, which now I'm reminded of. That's kind of how I felt at times when we're having a little powwow of like, oh, this has happened. It's like, I'm trying to follow and
it becomes intellectual.
Yeah, and this is what's happening and this is what's going. And I'm like, great, and so I'm a big cheerleader of this woman. But yeah, I'm coming up here. Okay. Anything else you're noticing other than here when you're in that, we're doing this, we're doing that?
I become strategic, right?
Okay.
I have the the ecosystem and what we're building at Regener Studio. I have it so mapped out. And so, you know, I want to get the steps in, and I want to get the people in, and it's this person and this person. You know, I know it's complex. And so I'm trying to make it understandable, and I get very strategic.
Right. And that's where we've talked in marketing before. It's like, I'm not quite understanding.
Right.
And can we change the language here and change the language there? But maybe it's not necessarily the language, it's the energy.
Yes.
You've been saying it, which is why I can't quite land it or something. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll come back to that in a bit. So now I want you to come back into Bella and Chris territory.
To see her sitting with her cute little ears back, big brown eyes.
You're so awesome, Mummy. You don't have to do anything to be so awesome. Yeah, so just feel her seeing you. Yeah, and feel Chris seeing you. Oh, what a wonderful gift to be seen by that man. Isn't he the biggest sweetheart ever? He is such a sweetie.
Yeah.
Just feel the coming in and down. And I'm going to have you share about Regenerative Studios from that place. No need for anything to be seen because I'm already seen. I'm already it.
Yeah.
So what are you working on right now?
We are bringing together I call the coalition, the group that when they weave together, when they connect, when they come onto a shared foundation of understanding, of language, they can create magic. You know, we're having such a struggle in this world for humans to really live in connection with the intelligence of nature. We're living on top of it, not with it.
Okay, great. Pause there. What are you becoming aware of?
Yeah, I'm slower.
Yeah.
I didn't think about what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely more in womb space.
Great. So what I'm noticing, I'm not, I'm more interested to figure out what this is, and I'm more in my body.
Yeah.
And so what I'm noticing is I'm having still a hard time connecting the dots. And what I'm hearing in my intuition is because it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about the whole.
Mm.
And people, when we're connecting with what is interesting to you or you're working on, I want to feel the connection with you. And that might be the 9 piece, the type 9 of self-forgetting. And I'm holding this space for everyone, which is true. Right. So I'd love to just play with I'll ask you a few questions and see if you can just stay in that place of there's no worth attached to performance. I am just wanting to be with you and hear whatever you want to share. So what part of your role in your career are you not loving right now? And you're just going to share it like me and Chris and Bella are all in one room.
Yeah.
What are you not loving?
I'm not loving so much the minutia, tech minutia. It's driving me crazy, and I feel like I'm at a place where I can't keep up with the speed of what's happening with AI and all of that.
Right.
And so that operational piece.
Okay, so I'm totally with you. So then what's a piece that you're doing during a normal week that you really enjoy?
I love coaching. I love teaching workshops, facilitating calls, coaching, Even the team building stuff, the leadership piece in my companies, culture building.
I'm so with you right now. Can you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
It's because I'm feeling your desire, your heart, your core, not just it wasn't connected to worth, but it was still other.
Right.
Where is she in this?
You know, what's really interesting too is in that bucket of what I love, speaking is part of it.
Yeah.
I love
because you're a natural
doing
teacher.
it. I love doing it.
Yeah.
So it's that before time that we're unwinding.
Yeah. That's great. And then one more question, staying in this energy. What would you love to speak about if it wasn't about anybody else and saving the world or anything like that? If you had what would you love to talk about?
The potential for the awakening of humanity and that journey of who we can become and the desire to help people feel what that could feel like, to not be in emotional drama, to not be tied up in all the back and forth and bickering and all that. Yeah. What kind of a world could we create, you know, and me feeling that at times, knowing that space and knowing what.
Great. Pause there. I'm going to have you turn to the camera because you're going to see this back. And I want everyone to see what's happening with the eyes and the face because, you know, my work, as you know, it's really like energetic intelligence. What's happening at an energetic level of why people are being drawn in or not drawn in. And I'm so tuned in at this moment. I'm noticing these micro movements that have me go, bam, I'm so there. And then ones obviously before they're like, ah, and then like when it's slightly I'm going back there and when you're pulling me in. So, and I'd love for them to see that and then you'll be able to see that. So we'll just sit here and we use this camera. So what I want you to do is through this camera, go back to my worth is tied to the performance, right? Let's do that first. And what is your message and why? What do you want to share with the world? And kind of like amp that up so they can see what that was like when they were sharing. And if you were doing, because you have to do videos too.
Right.
Well, here you go.
Here you go.
So what would be, the topic that you would love to talk about and why it's important?
Oh, but from performer.
From performer consciousness. I've got to be really, really good at this and I've got to really show you all the stuff I'm doing.
Yeah. So we are at a crossroads of humanity right now. We have a choice to either, as my late husband would say, go on the scrap heap of evolution or make a leap in awareness. And I just can feel the potential for humanity to make this leap and to step up to a new stage of awareness, of a new state of being that can take us into creating a world that we actually want to really live in, a new paradigm of living.
Great. Pause there. Excellent. Excellent. Now, that is not like you did before. It was worse. This was pretty good. She's pretty good, isn't she? Right? So that was not at all too there, but it had you could feel it still. Yeah. Where are you feeling it? What's going to tell you from now to eternity that you're in that performer place?
Yeah. Energetically, I'm leaning forward, even if I may not be doing it physically. I'm energetically leaning.
Perfect. Great. Yeah. Okay. So now I want you to do the opposite. Bella, Chris, they're just seeing you. And drop into that there is nothing that you need to show them, give them, perform. And you're just going to share what comes to your heart while they are seeing you. about the work you do?
Mm. What comes to mind is a current client of mine. She is absolutely amazing. And the potential that she is reaching, the way she's now engaging in her world, the way she's gotten off of the emotional roller coaster. And she leaves me these voice memos that have the cutest giggle in the world. And this giggle is so full of life, so full of joy, so
Good
full
pause.
of
Now,
aliveness.
now, what level are you like if it was like performance was 10 and only receptivity was 1, where do you feel like that was?
Probably about a 4.
About a 4. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So I still just feeling that slight pull, which is what was happening here. The eyes would go in and then they would start to come out by forward looking.
Yeah.
Now again, this is very micro movement.
So what happened? And I can feel when I do it, and I can feel when I don't do it. And what happens is there is a micro moment of what should I say next?
Yeah.
In that moment, when I don't do that, then
you stay back.
Mm-hmm.
You stay back. So for everyone home, what's interesting about energetic intelligence and somatic work and all of that is we can train the eyes to not do that. And then all of a sudden, we don't need to go to therapy for 10 years about why we can train the body first. So I'm going to have you, and we can come back here because I'll turn and they'll see from this camera, like really relaxing your eyes and almost looking like they're going back toward the center point of your head. And I'll do it because I used to do this a lot. And people would call me bug eyes because I would be so like intensely, and I've kind of got big eyes anyhow. And I didn't know what people were talking about, but it was because of this need to connect, right? Need to be understood or connect. So I'll go out, I'll go slightly back, and then I'll go fully back. And I want you to tell me what's happening, and then I'll have you do the same. And for everyone watching, notice how you're responding to us when we do that. So eyes forward. Everyone from home can do this. Just kind of look around the room from the front of your eyes, like you're right at the front of your eyes. And I'm looking at Kirsten, I'm looking at the light, and I'm looking at the camera, and I'm looking, and what I notice is I start to feel a little bit anxious. Do you feel that too? Front of eyes will create anxiety because I'm now scanning and I got to figure out now what I'm supposed to say. And all my work is with people who've been on a personal and spiritual development path for quite some time and really want to awaken their impact. They want to inspire change. Yeah. Right? It's like a push away. Even if I came back here, the eyes are doing that. So then I will not do that. All of my work is with people who've been on a personal and spiritual development path for quite some time and who really want to awaken their impact, and they want to inspire change, and they want to create wealth as well doing that work. Right? So it's kind of in the middle. Yeah, better than you're not like, ah!
Right.
And so now really relaxing my eyes, which I still have to remind myself. Last week I was at 2 conferences, and probably 10 times a day I was like, relax your freaking eyes, woman, because it's new people and I've got to be on. And so I'm just relaxing, and I'm kind of looking in the center of my head, and all of my work is with people who've been on a personal and spiritual development path for quite some time, and they really want to awaken their impact, and they want to inspire change, and they want to create wealth. Now, I'm noticing your reaction to me is so different. What are you noticing when I relax? And I'm still having to watch it, but keep coming back.
It's more an invitation,
Yeah.
to be with you in space. versus, you little bubble over there, me little bubble over here. It's
I'm trying to get the
Right.
message across.
Yeah.
Yes.
I talk about this field, tending the field, and the field feels invitational. It feels like, okay, I can step in, it's safe.
That's great.
Yeah.
So now I want you really out with just your eyes and telling me what your work is about.
My work is about creating a better world, a more regenerative world, or sustainable world. It's about bringing together the people that are necessary to work together to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And we're creating an ecosystem of entrepreneurs and leaders and training them and bringing together the people that are necessary.
Can you do even more out?
To support to support them, and to bring the funders in, the people that are going to be doing the work for them.
That's because you got better at it, like relaxing. But that's where you go, this last one sometimes. So it's even more. Great. Now relax, and we'll go to just kind of steady, not looking inward yet. And what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm helping create a entrepreneurial and leadership ecosystem where we're training founders, we're bringing in funders.
Good. So it's easier for me to be, but I'm still not quite drawn. Now everybody with us, relaxing the eyes, looking back toward the center point of your vertical core, which does something in time, space anyhow, doesn't it?
It does.
It's like the intimacy's there, the moment is there.
You know what popped in is like, I'm so in love with you. That's
right. That's right. I'm so in love with you as well in that, because it's true connection. It's true in the moment. It's true in the moment. Yeah. And then we do that with our dogs and our lovers. But, can we do that even when we're talking on a video, or can we do that from a stage? Can we do that when I've got to show my worth, but in a different way than I've been conditioned to? Yeah. So what do you do looking back at the center of your head?
I do what my heart longs to do. And that is to create a world that is beautiful, that doesn't have the drama and the trauma, that respects the earth, that respects each other, where we can thrive, and not in a forced way, but in who we are and how we show up with each other internally as communities.
So now you've got the place in your head and in your eyes to go back to when you're shooting a video, speaking, Zoom. I want you to imagine that this is the way that you're going to get to show up on the panel that you're on, and that you're going to get to show up this way in the speech that you're doing down the road. And the conference that you're invited to is going to get this. Before we move to Kirsten's challenge, I want you to take a moment to look around the room when you're looking out the front of your eyes, a little like my bug eyes, looking out the front of your eyes, and look at the different objects in the room. When you're looking very forward, notice how you see the room. When I'm in the front of my eyes, I see things around the room as separate objects. I have judgment about these separate objects. Now, look back to the center point of your head. Soften your eyes, look back, and notice how you see the room when you have both eyes looking backward. What I notice is no judgment, and the room feels like one seamless whole. It's all one thing. What do you notice? I already feel from you like, yeah. Do you feel that? It's like, I could do that because it's got nothing to do with being the best.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with even skill at that moment. A different skill completely is the skill of being in the moment fully.
Yes.
So people can, I call it transmission, right? Presence is a transmission.
Yeah.
And they get it. I don't have to try so hard for people to get it.
Right. They can feel it.
They can feel it.
Yeah.
So you ready for your challenge?
Yeah.
Your challenge is going to be a reach out to 5 speaking opportunities. But we're going to do it in a different way. Like this, I want you to feel this energy before you look for where. Have you got a list already that has been compiled over the last year of where you might?
There's a few obvious ones like
Right.
Regen World and things like that.
How many have you got, do you think?
I would say there's about 5 at the moment.
Perfect. Okay. So all 5 are going to be reached out to in the next 14 days.
Okay.
And just sink down into that part that was dangerous. See, is that there? No?
Not at the moment.
Great. No, I don't feel that because it's not tied to I've got to be the best.
Right.
It's just gone. So, and you could get back there if we wanted to, but we don't want to. So we're going to reach out to those 5. But before you do, you're going to come back to this place, that this reach out's got nothing to do with showing my worth.
Yeah.
And performing in a way. It's from the love of speaking on this topic. Because when you shared that, the love that you have for beauty and no drama and the trauma, I'm like, I get it. I want to hear her for the next 30 minutes. You know, I don't really want to hear another person go. Yeah. And then we'll check in. I'll be your accountability for the 5 that you've done.
Okay.
From this place. It is such a sweet, sweet honor to be in this space and feel you like I've never felt you before because you're inviting me in. Is there anything you want to say to feel complete or remember? Energy, body, intention before we complete?
Because I am so aware of the physical reactions when I've had the contraction, I just want to say the commitment to coming back to this so that, and moving through it, as you said, do it 100 times and you won't, have that issue anymore. So it's just really committing to this now. This is where I belong.
It is. Because you can still be half in your funny performer thing and you're so good. Right? This is not like you're just beginning. It's a tuning into getting the break off. And I do think that the abundance limit piece is connected mostly to this.
I think so.
Because you're in your own business, and business is all about you putting yourself out there and more people hearing the message. If they don't hear your message, it's not falling out of the sky.
Right.
No, it's not.
Oh, come on.
I know. Law of attraction, people are like, if I just law of attraction, it's going to fall on my trampoline in the backyard. But it could some other way. But in building a business and building that reciprocity, people have to see the value and hear the value and be drawn in.
Yeah.
And you haven't really given them an opportunity in a big way to be drawn in because it's like, which is, a lot of people watching. So thank you for being so open and sharing this. And I know a lot of other people will benefit.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. So we'll check in 14 days, and I know where you live, so.
Boy.
Thank you,
You can drive to my house.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Well, if you loved that, give us a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and I want to invite you to our next masterclass on this work around energetic intelligence and how people respond to you. Because something could be off. It could be the smallest thing. It could be something that's been a lifelong pattern. It's called Unshakable Presence. It is a 75-minute masterclass with me on more of these practices that you can do from home that are going to make you the most magnetic and compelling person that you can be, and have people see you for not what you do, but for who you are. I'll put the link for the free masterclass in the description below. Post a comment on what you got out of this video, and then we'll see you in the masterclass.